Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, today Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida's offense will get the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Jamison. That's caught. It's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can...
Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
To the ground with the back. He brings a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. The screen, he's got wheels. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick completion on the outbound. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll run the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early and as a result lost yards.
They'll try it over the left side. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looking to pass. It's Jamison. Right on the money. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. With the catch, it's Montgomery. Tackled there by the defense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The inside handoff. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
grabbed in the middle. It's Gonzalez. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Jamison. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. But jet sweep pass. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry.
The Gators are in the hurry up. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Gators will have it first and 10. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Second down coming up. Got it behind the lines. It's Wilson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gets the back moving. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looking to the big tight end. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw again. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Grab behind the line. It's Moulton. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Gonna run it. It's Moulton. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The sure hands, it's Hayes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It'd been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a man. It's Jamison. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. The 50. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. You've heard of scoop and score. He wasn't able to do that, but he did scoop and flip the field with that big return.
There are 2 types of fumbles in the world, Reese. There are city fumbles and country fumbles. City fumbles have a lot of bodies around them, so you just want to dive on that one. Country fumbles, there's a lot of open grass. That defender saw the green, he picked up the ball, had the convoy, and off he went.
And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Runs through a tackle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He would not be denied. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently. maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Jamison. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Gators will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. To throw, it's Jamison. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34. The Gators with the 1st and 10. to throw on first down. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Jamison. Fires to the middle. Finds the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Florida! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. They march 72 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Music City Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that's the case. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Music City Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together, really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on 4th down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
shakes off the defender. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
From the gun, the ground game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. You just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Got a man. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Give to the running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Gator! And that one will give them the lead. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention. backfield as the defense has been all over him.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
With the catch, it's Moulton. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense this zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Penn State. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Gators in the hurry-up.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
The hand to the running back. Got enough for the first. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense.
There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Smith takes the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snagged in the middle. It's Denmark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try to run for it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Jamison. Gonna take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down. Short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today. They were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Keep it on the ground. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one.
Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. On the read. He's going to keep it. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Gators want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Gives it on the option. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense got it. And they get him on the ground. Turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. Now on 2nd down. The give is to Smith. Hard-hitting tackle. And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Jamison. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
Grab behind the line. It's Moulton. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Handoff to the single running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Gators will hustle to the line. They'll go right back to the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. At the 35, he's got room. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moulton.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands. It's Denmark. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Working on the right. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. It's now second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,